Have you ever wondered if the city you live in or plan to visit is as clean as it appears? The United States is home to some of the most iconic urban landscapes in the world, but not all of them are as pristine as they seem. In 2024, certain cities are facing serious environmental challenges, earning them the dubious distinction of being the dirtiest in the country. From sky high pollution levels to waste management nightmares, these cities have a lot to answer for. Curious to find out which cities made the list? Stick around as we uncover the 10 dirtiest cities in the United States and explore what's really going on behind the scenes. Welcome to Globe Discoveries, where we dive deep into the world's most fascinating and sometimes alarming places. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest discoveries. Today, we're taking a closer look at the environmental underbelly of America, exploring the 10 dirtiest cities in the United States in 2024. From rampant air pollution to littered streets, these cities are battling serious environmental issues that affect not just their image, but the health and well-being of their residents. Let's get started. Number 10. Philadelphia in Pennsylvania. Philadelphia, known for its rich history and cultural landmarks, faces significant environmental challenges that have landed it on this list. The city struggles with high levels of air pollution, primarily driven by industrial activity and heavy traffic. According to recent data, Philadelphia's air quality index frequently exceeds safe levels, particularly in densely populated areas. Several factors contribute to Philadelphia's environmental struggles. The city's aging infrastructure and industrial legacy play significant roles, with many old factories still in operation and contributing to air and water pollution. Additionally, the high population density and heavy reliance on cars for transportation exacerbate the problem, as traffic congestion leads to increased emissions. To truly grasp the extent of Philadelphia's pollution problem, visual comparisons can be helpful. A comparison of air quality levels across different parts of the city shows stark differences, with some areas consistently experiencing worse air quality than others. The impact of these environmental issues on residents is profound. Many Philadelphians, particularly those in low-income neighborhoods, suffer from higher rates of asthma and other respiratory conditions due to prolonged exposure to poor air quality. The city's pollution problem also affects overall quality of life, making outdoor activities less enjoyable and potentially dangerous on days with high pollution levels. Philadelphia's environmental challenges are significant, but they are not insurmountable. The city has been taking steps to address pollution through initiatives aimed at reducing emissions and improving waste management, but there's still a long way to go. Residents and visitors alike should be aware of these issues and take precautions, especially on days when air quality is poor. Number 9. Houston in Texas. Houston, the largest city in Texas, is a hub for the oil and gas industry, which plays a major role in its economy. However, this industrial activity comes at a cost. Houston ranks among the top cities in the U.S. for industrial pollution. The city's air quality is often compromised by emissions from refineries and chemical plants, as well as the heavy traffic that clogs its highways. Houston's geographic location and climate exacerbate its pollution problems. The city's flat terrain and warm weather create a perfect environment for the formation of smog, which can linger for days. Additionally, the city's sprawling nature means that residents rely heavily on cars for transportation, contributing to high levels of traffic-related pollution. The pollution in Houston poses significant health risks to its residents. Studies have shown that prolonged exposure to the city's polluted air increases the risk of respiratory diseases, heart conditions, and even premature death. Vulnerable populations, such as children and the elderly, are particularly at risk. Houston's reputation as a polluted city can also have economic and social implications. Businesses may be less inclined to invest in the area, and tourism can suffer as well. The environmental issues can lead to social disparities, as low-income communities often bear the brunt of the pollution due to their proximity to industrial areas. Houston's environmental challenges are deeply rooted in its industrial past and present, but there are efforts underway to mitigate these issues. The city is working on reducing emissions from industrial sources and improving public transportation to reduce traffic congestion. Number 8. Fresno in California. Fresno, located in California's Central Valley, is surrounded by some of the most productive agricultural land in the world. However, this agricultural activity contributes significantly to the city's pollution problems. Fresno consistently ranks among the cities with the worst air quality in the nation, largely due to particulate matter and ozone pollution from both farming operations and vehicle emissions. The Central Valley's geography traps air pollutants, leading to persistent smog and poor air quality. In addition to emissions from vehicles and industrial sources, agricultural practices in the area, such as the use of pesticides and fertilizers, contribute to the pollution problem. Dust from farming operations also adds to the particulate matter in the air, further degrading air quality. Fresno's poor air quality has serious health implications for its residents. The city has high rates of asthma, particularly among children, and long-term exposure to the polluted air increases the risk of lung cancer and other respiratory diseases. The impact is especially severe during the summer months when ozone levels spike, making it dangerous to spend extended periods outdoors. Efforts to improve Fresno's air quality face significant challenges due to the city's dependence on agriculture and its geographic location. However, initiatives aimed at reducing vehicle emissions, promoting cleaner farming practices, and improving public awareness of air quality issues are underway. Fresno's environmental issues are a complex mix of agricultural and industrial pollution, exacerbated by its unique geography. While the city is taking steps to address these problems, residents and visitors need to be mindful of the air quality, especially during periods of high pollution. 7. Bakersfield in California. Bakersfield, another city located in California's Central Valley, faces severe environmental challenges that have earned it a spot on this list. The city is plagued by some of the worst air quality in the nation, driven by both agricultural and industrial activities. Bakersfield struggles with water quality issues, particularly in its rural areas where agricultural runoff contaminates local water supplies. Like Fresno, Bakersfield's geography plays a significant role in its environmental challenges. The surrounding mountains trap pollutants in the valley, leading to persistent smog and poor air quality. The city's reliance on agriculture also contributes to water pollution, as runoff from farms carries pesticides, fertilizers, and other chemicals into the water supply. The environmental issues in Bakersfield pose serious health risks to residents. The city has one of the highest rates of asthma in the state, and prolonged exposure to polluted air increases the risk of heart disease and other serious health conditions. Water quality issues, particularly in rural areas, also pose significant health risks, as contaminated water can lead to a range of illnesses. Residents of Bakersfield have long voiced concerns about the city's environmental issues, particularly the impact on children's health. Many parents report that their children suffer from chronic respiratory problems, and there is growing concern about the long-term health effects of living in such a polluted environment. Bakersfield's environmental challenges are deeply rooted in its agricultural and industrial base, and addressing these issues will require significant efforts from both the government and local communities. While progress is being made, the city's residents continue to face serious health risks due to poor air and water quality. Number 6. Chicago in Illinois. Chicago, known for its towering skyscrapers and vibrant culture, also faces significant environmental challenges, particularly when it comes to litter and waste management. The city struggles with a high volume of litter, especially in densely populated areas and along its many highways. Additionally, Chicago's waste management system faces ongoing challenges, leading to overflowing dumpsters and trash-strewn streets. Several factors contribute to Chicago's waste management issues. The city's large population and high levels of tourism generate vast amounts of waste, putting pressure on the existing infrastructure. Additionally, the city's recycling programs have faced challenges, with low participation rates and contamination issues that reduce the effectiveness of waste management efforts. The litter and waste management issues in Chicago have a noticeable impact on both residents and visitors. Overflowing trash cans and littered streets detract from the city's aesthetic appeal and can create an unpleasant environment. The presence of litter can contribute to public health issues, particularly in low-income neighborhoods where waste management services may be less consistent. Chicago has made efforts to improve its waste management system, including expanding recycling programs and launching public awareness campaigns to encourage proper disposal of waste. However, these efforts have been met with mixed success, as the sheer volume of waste generated by a large urban population continues to outpace the city's ability to manage it effectively. Challenges such as recycling contamination and illegal dumping remain significant obstacles to achieving a cleaner city. The waste management issues in Chicago not only affect the city's appearance, but also have broader economic and social implications. Poor waste management can lower property values, deter tourism, and create disparities between neighborhoods, with lower income areas often experiencing worse conditions. Businesses in areas plagued by litter may struggle to attract customers, further exacerbating economic challenges in those neighborhoods. Chicago's struggle with litter and waste management highlights the ongoing challenges that large urban areas face in maintaining cleanliness and sustainability. While the city is working to address these issues, the scale of the problem requires continued innovation and community involvement to make lasting improvements. Number 5. Los Angeles and California. Los Angeles, the sprawling metropolis known for its entertainment industry and iconic beaches, has long struggled with air quality issues, particularly smog. In 2024, the city continues to grapple with high levels of air pollution, largely driven by vehicle emissions, industrial activities, and the city's unique geography, which traps pollutants in the basin. The primary contributor to Los Angeles's air quality issues is the city's heavy reliance on cars. With millions of vehicles on the road daily, emissions from traffic are a significant source of pollution. The city's large industrial sector and frequent wildfires in surrounding areas contribute to smog and poor air quality. The geography of the Los Angeles basin exacerbates the problem, as the mountains surrounding the city trap pollutants and prevent them from dispersing. The smog in Los Angeles poses serious health risks to residents, particularly those with pre-existing conditions such as asthma or heart disease. Long-term exposure to polluted air has been linked to a range of health issues, including respiratory infections, decreased lung function, and increased mortality rates. Children and the elderly are particularly vulnerable to the harmful effects of smog. The persistent smog and air quality issues in Los Angeles also have a cultural and social impact. The iconic skyline is often obscured by a layer of haze, detracting from the city's natural beauty. Additionally, poor air quality can deter outdoor activities and reduce the quality of life for residents, particularly those who enjoy outdoor sports and recreation. Los Angeles has implemented various initiatives to combat air pollution, including stricter emissions standards for vehicles, promoting public transportation, and investing in green infrastructure. However, the city's vast size and population make it challenging to achieve significant improvements. Continued efforts are needed to reduce emissions, particularly from transportation, and to address the root causes of air pollution in the region. Los Angeles's battle with smog and poor air quality is a long-standing issue that continues to affect the health and well-being of its residents. While efforts to improve air quality are ongoing, the city faces significant challenges in overcoming these issues. Number 4. Newark and New Jersey. Newark, New Jersey's largest city, is a major transportation and industrial hub. Unfortunately, this industrial activity has led to significant environmental challenges, particularly in terms of industrial waste and water pollution. Newark's waterways, including the Passaic River, have been heavily polluted by decades of industrial dumping, and the city continues to struggle with managing industrial waste. The pollution in Newark is largely the result of its industrial past, with many factories and chemical plants having operated in the area for decades. These industries have historically discharged waste into the city's waterways, leading to long-term contamination. The city's aging infrastructure and inadequate waste management systems contribute to ongoing pollution issues. The environmental issues in Newark have a direct impact on the health and well-being of its residents. Contaminated water poses serious health risks, including exposure to toxic chemicals and heavy metals. The pollution also affects the city's air quality, contributing to higher rates of respiratory illnesses among residents, particularly in low-income neighborhoods. Efforts to clean up Newark's waterways and address industrial waste have been ongoing for years. The city has implemented several initiatives aimed at reducing pollution, including stricter regulations on industrial discharges and programs to remediate contaminated sites. Residents of Newark have long expressed concerns about the impact of industrial pollution on their communities. Many have reported health problems related to water and air pollution, and there is growing concern about the long-term effects of living in such an environment. Newark's industrial past has left a lasting legacy of pollution that continues to affect the city today. While efforts to address these issues are underway, much work remains to be done to ensure that Newark's residents can live in a clean and healthy environment. Ongoing community involvement and support for environmental initiatives are crucial to making progress. Number 3. Detroit and Michigan. Detroit, once the thriving heart of America's automotive industry, has faced significant challenges over the past few decades, particularly in terms of urban decay and abandoned buildings. The city's population decline and economic struggles have left many neighborhoods littered with vacant properties, which contribute to blight, illegal dumping, and environmental degradation. The decline of the auto industry and subsequent population loss have left Detroit with thousands of abandoned buildings, from homes to factories. These vacant structures often become sites for illegal dumping and other forms of pollution. The city's financial struggles have made it difficult to manage waste and maintain public spaces, further contributing to urban decay. The abandoned buildings and urban decay in Detroit have a profound impact on the quality of life for residents. These blighted areas can attract criminal activity, contribute to the spread of pests, and create hazardous conditions. The presence of so many vacant properties also lowers property values and hinders efforts to revitalize the city. Many Detroit residents have shared stories of living in neighborhoods surrounded by abandoned buildings and dealing with the challenges that come with it. From fires started in vacant homes to illegal dumping sites that become health hazards, the impact of urban decay is felt deeply by those who remain in these communities. Detroit has been working to address its issues with urban decay through initiatives such as demolition of vacant buildings, community cleanup efforts, and programs aimed at revitalizing blighted neighborhoods. However, the scale of the problem is immense, and progress has been slow. Detroit's struggle with urban decay and abandoned buildings is a significant challenge that continues to affect the city in 2024. While there are efforts underway to address these issues, the road to recovery is long and requires sustained commitment from both the government and the community. Number 2. New York City. New York City, one of the most iconic cities in the world, also faces significant environmental challenges, particularly when it comes to waste management and litter. With a population of over 8 million people and millions of tourists visiting each year, the city generates an enormous amount of waste, and managing it effectively has proven to be a daunting task. Several factors contribute to New York City's waste management challenges. The sheer volume of waste generated by residents, businesses, and tourists overwhelms the city's waste management infrastructure. The city's dense population and limited space make it difficult to efficiently collect and process waste. The presence of litter on the streets is also exacerbated by inadequate public awareness and inconsistent enforcement of littering laws. The waste management issues in New York City have a noticeable impact on the city's appearance and quality of life. Overflowing trash cans, littered streets, and the presence of pests such as rats can create an unpleasant environment for both residents and visitors. These issues also have economic implications, as a dirty city can deter tourism and business investment. New York City has implemented several initiatives aimed at improving waste management, including expanding recycling programs, promoting composting, and launching public awareness campaigns to reduce littering. However, the city continues to face significant challenges in managing the enormous volume of waste it generates. The waste management issues in New York City also pose health risks to residents. Overflowing trash cans and littered streets can attract pests and contribute to the spread of disease. New York City's waste management challenges are a significant issue that affects the daily lives of its residents and the city's overall appeal. While efforts to address these issues are ongoing, the scale of the problem requires continued innovation and public participation. Number 1. San Francisco in California. San Francisco, known for its iconic landmarks and tech industry, faces severe environmental challenges related to homelessness and street cleanliness. The city's homelessness crisis has contributed to significant issues with litter, human waste, and other forms of pollution on the streets. In 2024, San Francisco's struggle with these issues has made it the dirtiest city in the United States, earning the top spot on this list. San Francisco's high cost of living and housing shortages have led to a significant increase in homelessness over the past decade. The city's mild climate attracts many homeless individuals, who often live in encampments scattered throughout the city. The lack of adequate sanitation facilities for this population has resulted in widespread issues with human waste and litter on the streets. The environmental issues in San Francisco have a profound impact on both residents and businesses. The presence of litter, human waste, and encampments on city streets creates an unsanitary and sometimes unsafe environment. Businesses in affected areas often struggle to attract customers, and property values can decline as a result. Many residents and business owners in San Francisco have shared stories of the challenges they face due to the city's cleanliness issues. From daily encounters with litter and human waste to concerns about safety and public health. These stories highlight the urgent need for effective solutions to the city's environmental problems. The lack of sanitation facilities and the resulting pollution pose significant health risks to both the homeless population and the broader community. Exposure to human waste and other pollutants can lead to the spread of infectious diseases, while the presence of litter and debris can create hazards for pedestrians. San Francisco's environmental challenges are significant and complex, with no easy solutions. The city's struggle with homelessness, litter, and street cleanliness requires a multifaceted approach that addresses both the root causes of the problem and its visible symptoms. If you found this video informative and want to stay updated on the latest insights into the world's most interesting and sometimes challenging places, be sure to subscribe to Globe Discoveries. Hit the like button and ring the notification bell to get our latest videos delivered straight to your inbox. Whether you're planning your next trip or just curious about the world around you, we're here to help you navigate it all. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the dirtiest cities in the United States in 2024. Stay safe, stay informed, and keep exploring with Globe Discoveries. We'll see you in the next video.